Race 5, Gold runs Pink Panther in red, Ochigeas Watch Out in blue, and Usain Black Pearl de Fleur d'Avance in white.
Onder het blauw zijn de Watch Out en vervolgens aan de slag Usain Black Pearl. Houd is klaar voor rit 6, Highland Baron, die samen in York. En rit 7, Invitatieren, Edward Errand en de Blue Speaker.
The dogs are being placed. There goes a bunny, and we're off, and the best start is for the dog in blue, that is Watch Out in the lead, closely followed by Pink Panther, who's now trying on the outside to overtake Watch Out, and neck to neck they're going into the turn, and it's Pink Panther that is now the new leader going through the turn, but Watch Out is not giving up on the outside. Watch Out is trying to overtake that lead again. Who will come out first? It's Watch Out that finishes first, just before Pink Panther, and Usain Black comes in third. Race 5 was won by Ochigeas Watch Out in blue, 22.84. Red comes in second, Gold runs Pink Panther in 22.98. Third place is for the white, Usain Black Pearl de Fleur d'Avance in 23.28. Race 6, red, Madakis Highland Baron, blue, Isamu Z Sorisova Domu, and white, York Supersonic.
Kijk naar Highland Baron in het rood, Isamu in het blauw en York.
Dogs are being placed.
Pontjes worden geplaatst.
There goes a bunny, and we're off, and it's the dog in red, Highland Baron, that has the best start. Was a bit late at the start, but was quick to come out, but now Isamu has taken the lead. Highland Baron still on the hunt to retake that top lead. Everything is quite close together. York is also pretty close. Neck to neck they are coming out of the turn. Who will have the advantage? And it is York. It's Isamu that takes it just before York, and Highland Baron came in third. Race 6, won by the blue, Isamu Z Sorisova Domo in 22.21. Second is for the white, York Supersonic 22.28. And third place goes to red, Madakis Highland Baron in 22.41. Race 7, Utabaruka in red, Errant Edward Petrificus Sotalis in blue, Firebomb Loop Speedrunner in white. Dogs going into the box. There goes a bunny, and we're off, and it's the dog in white, has a best start, neck to neck. Firebomb and Utabaruka came out of the box, and it's now Firebomb Loop Speedrunner that has the best advances, but it's closely followed by Utabaruka's right on its tail. Speedrunner still in first, Utabaruka going wide, but Utabaruka overtakes Speedrunner on the last stretch and wins it. Race 7 was won by Utabaruka in red, 23.30. Second is for white, Firebomb Loop Speedrunner 23.41. And 25.25 for third place, blue, Errant Edward Petrificus Totalis. Race 29, red, Isamu Z Sorisova Domu, blue, Ochigeas Watch Out, and white, Gold runs Pink Panther. They are going into the box. There goes a bunny. And we're off. And the best start is for the dog in blue. It's Watch Out in the lead, but it's neck to neck when they go onto the straight. Pink Panther now has the lead, is breaking loose, but blue, Watch Out is right on its tail on the outside. Isamu is moving up towards the front again. It's very close to getting coming out of that turn. Pink Panther still has the advantage, but it's neck to neck, and it's Isamu that takes it just before the finish line, with leaving Pink Panther in second and Watch Out in third. Race 29, won by the red Isamu Z Sorisova Domo in 22.64. Second is for white, Gold runs Pink Panther 22.70. And 22.79 for third place, blue, Ochigeas Watch Out. Race 30. York Supersonic in red, Madakis Highland Baron in blue, Usain Black Pearl de Fleur d'Avance in white. They are in, there goes the bunny, and we are off. And it's the Blue, Madakis, Highland Baron, they had the best start but overtaken by York Supersonic on the outside, who now is in the league. But Madaki Baron is not giving up on the outside. Highland Baron is trying to overtake Supersonic once more. York Supersonic is struggling, now taking the lead once more, and it's York Supersonic before Highland Baron and Usain Black Pearl. Race 30 was won by York Supersonic in 22:31. Second is for Madakis Highland Baron, who ran in the blue, 22:44. Third place goes to white, Usain Black Pearl de Fleur de Vence in 23:13. Race 31, Utah Baruka in red, Firebomb Loop Speed Runner in blue, and Erant Eduard Petrificus Totalis in white. Dogs are going into box. There goes the bunny, and we're off, and the best start is for Utah Baruka in red, closely followed by Loose Speed Runner, who made an attempt to take that top spot on the inside, had to back off, and Utah Baruka breaks loose going into the turn. Utah Baruka comfortably in the lead now, about 3 lengths before Loop Speed Runner. Erant Edward is quite far behind. It is Utah Baruka that wins it here before Firebomb Loop Speed Runner and Erant Edward Petrificus Totalis. The results of race 31. Utah Baruka won it in 23:13. Ran in the red. Blue Firebomb Blue Speed Runner comes in second, 23:70. And third place was for white, Erant Edward Petrificus Totalis in 25:16. Red Isamu Zisaurus over Domo. Blue York Supersonic. White Madakis Highland Baron. Gold runs Pink Panther in black. Ochigas White Chart yellow. And Usain Black Pearl in the stripe. They are on the way, and the best start is for Isamu in the red. Check Dog Isamu has taken the lead. Closely followed by York and Highland Baron. Highland Baron in second. York trying on the outside to take that second spot. Highland Baron now on the hunt for that top spot. Trying to pass by Isamu. York is also quite close. York has taken the lead coming out of the turn, and it is York Supersonic that wins it just before Isamu Zisaurus over Domo and Highland Baron in third. The winner of the middleweight class is the dog in the blue, York Supersonic, owned by Deborah Nieborg from the Netherlands. They ran a time of 22:41. For middleweight winner, York Supersonic, congratulations. Second goes to the dog in red, Isamu Zisaurusova Domu from the Czech Republic, owned by Kristina Murti, ran a time of 22:58. For second place, Isamu Zisaurusova Domu. Third place goes to the white, Madakis Highland Baron, owned by Royal Floor, ran a time of 22:69. For third place, Madakis Highland Baron. Fourth place is for the dog in yellow, Ochigeas Watch Out, owned by Karin van Lommel and Karin Sermeus and Isabel van Lommel from Belgium, ran a time of 23 seconds. Fourth place, Ochigeas Watch Out. Fifth place is for the dog in black, Gold Runs Pink Panther. Ran a time of 23:19 and is owned by Ingrid Brock from the Netherlands. And that means that sixth place goes to Usain Black Pearl de Fleur de Vence, owned by Joke Essens from the Netherlands. Ran a time of 23:37. Congratulations York Supersonic for winning the middleweight class, and of course all other finalists. Race 48, Whippet middleweight B final in red, Utah Baruka. Blue, Firebomb Loop Speedrunner. In white, Errant Eduard Petrificus Totalis. Dogs are in the box. There goes the bunny. And we are off, and the best start. It's a neck-to-neck start between Uta Baruka and Loop Speedrunner, but it's Loop Speedrunner has taken the lead, closely followed by Uta Baruka. Errant Eduard is trailing the other two, and Uta Baruka now on the chase for that top spot, getting closer, coming out of the turn. Uta Baruka is coming very close on the inside. It looks like it's Uta Baruka that takes the lead just before the finish line, followed by Loop Speedrunner and Errant Eduard Petrificus Totalis. The winner of the Middleweight B final is the dog in the red, Uta Baruka, owned by Hermine Koch, in a time of 23:60.
En de tweede tijd met 23:80
Second is for the dog in blue.
van de familie Oost.
There it is, Firebomb Loop Speedrunner ran a time of 23:80, owned by Wiko Osinga from the Netherlands. And that means in third place we have the dog in white, Errant Eduard Petrificus Totalis. Ran a time of 24:95, owned by Sandra Carvajal from Germany. Congratulations Uta Baruka for winning the B final among the middleweights.